Hi guys, it's Uga and welcome back to another video, and today I bring you my review for An Unexpected Kind of Love by Hayden. This is a romance, a queer male romance, and I want to thank NetGalley and the publisher for giving me this e-arc and also the e-arc for the second book that I have also the e-arc, so thank you so much for both. But let's talk about An Unexpected Kind of Love. So this is set in London in Soho Street. So I was very excited to read this because going to London, you know, the vibes. And we follow Audrey Barnes, who have an indie bookshop, you know, Barnes Books, and it's struggling a bit like any bookshop indie that has problems with Waterstones, Barnes and Nobles, and all of that. So he's struggling a little bit with that bookshop, and until there is a filming crew in Soho Street filming a rom-com, and they want to use the bookshop as a location, and that could relieve a little bit of his financial stress. But also there is an actor, Blake St. Clair, who forms a little bit of a connection with him, and the story goes from there, in this romance story between this actor from America and this bookshopper from London. What did I thought is, this is not for the lighthearted. This is not for someone who is not handle hot scenes. This is plus 18, a lot graphic, so it has some graphic aspects on the sex scenes. So if you don't like it, skip this book. Definitely not for you. If you don't mind, it's very realistic what happened in the male-male relationship and how it handles how it's making things up. I really like the dynamic between the characters at the start. You know, I was tweeting this. I will link the thread that I was making on Twitter about this book, because there were some parts of the book in the beginning I was like, I'm laughing so much, because there was some misplacing of books, people asking for green books, just green books, I don't care about the topic, just green books for aesthetic, and someone trying to return a book because the author is an asshole. Like, I love that scene because it's like so realistic, and they in classical and more modern books like Song of Achilles, Red, White and Royal Blue, you know, books that are new or they are from this era. And I really like that. I like how they first met. I think it was a little bit weird, but at the same time, yeah, I could see that happen in other contests, like, not throwing a little bit of shade to my community, but sometimes that thing happened, and sometimes that's how you meet people. It happens. I'm not saying why, but sometimes it starts that way, and I think the first part of the book is very interesting. I really like how the dynamic works, how Blake understands Aubrey and how he works with his own troubles. Aubrey has a relationship with his ex-boyfriend, and because the ex-boyfriend left him for a common friend, Ryan, so there's a little bit of commute, and I really hate Aubrey ex-boyfriend because he's such an asshole. He's like, the way he behaves like he did nothing wrong, and oh, you can be friends, you know, but because he didn't care a bit how he hurt Aubrey and how he put him in that situation, everything on that goes very weird, and then things happen during the book that make me not liking him even more. But yeah, I think the first third of the book is good. The second third is when things go a little bit wild. You know, for instance, sometimes Blake seems perfect. He doesn't have any flaws. He's beautiful. He's an actor. He cooks. He's handsome. He cares about you. He understands marketing because he was a marketing business, you know, in university. So you seem like he's perfect in every way, and I'm like, it doesn't be very realistic, you know. Doesn't have any flaws, doesn't have any problems. And then he starts acting like hypocrite in one scene, like totally out of the box, and I'm like, so you're mad about one thing that Barnes did or did not do, actually, or didn't do, and you did the same thing and you're mad? You know, there were some things that were like, it didn't make sense with the character that we're seeing, that change of idea and how close. It feels a little bit like insta love in some points. Like, I understand the connection and the physiology and how you feel attracted, but some things were a little bit over the top and a little bit like too much over the period of time that we've been working with. And then when it comes to the third arc for the resolution and for the final conflict, I think it was a little bit weird, because the things that he did before and all of that, he didn't consciously think, and then he blows everything up with Aubrey. Like, it was weird for the character, and it was weird for the continuity of the line and everything. I feel it was some problems there. I really like the side characters, although they don't have so much time to shine. You know, there is the girl who's working in the bookshop and the best friend of Aubrey, but they don't have a lot of time to spend, so we don't see them. It's very much closed on Aubrey's perspective with Blake and how they deal with things. On the overall, it's a very cute story. I think it has some flaws in it. It's not the best. I think the first part, it's very captivating. I was captivating from the beginning with how the character was and how this relationship was and everything, but then it starts slowing a little bit. Not that I lost interest, because I was interested in reading it, but it has some problems and some flaws in it that really didn't connect with the first part. You know, some, like, on the line of continuity and how you expect the character to be, some breaks in that didn't occur or didn't expect it from before, so it caused a little bit like, why at this time and why this and not other things. So I think it was some misconstructions there, but overall I think the theme of Aubrey, I think Aubrey as a character is very diverse and very complex. How he deals with anxiety, starting to redating again, everything about his life is very interesting. And I think comparing to Blake is very much plain and boring in some points. I know he has like this bit of a story that we get to the end, but we're already in the end, so it doesn't get that attention and that impact that we are expecting, or that we could manage to feel and to connect and to, you know, go in depth on that. And while in Aubrey we see a lot of things in his life, and I think from Aubrey's perspective it's a very good character done. Blake needed some work, but yeah, I recommended this book. Beware, plus 18, a lot of graphic content, so beware of that. If you don't like that type, skip this book. Thank you again, NetGalley and the publisher. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have more content coming out, and I have single book reviews if you like this type of videos, so make sure you check the playlist for reviews. I have reviews for a lot of books that I read through the last almost 2 years that I'm being on booktube, so make sure you check off that. I will link affiliate links below. If you want to buy this book, I will help the channel, because it's a way to, you know, a little bit participating and helping the channel. It doesn't have any cost for you. I also have a link for Scribd if you want to try Scribd for free for 60 days. I post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, and I see you guys on my next video. Okay, bye.